Will they pre-ban each player's strongest LD5? But that is a very different story compared to Season 25 here. So maybe it's going to be Oliver. No, it's going to be Nephthys and Laura getting pre-banned here for these two players. First pick for YEONHONG-187. Will he go for the good old Oliver first pick? Or is he going to go for something different here? Maybe pick up a more instead? No, it's going to be Oliver first pick for YEONHONG. And SHERBETA will respond with a Jeremiah, potentially Segment as well, to deal with the Oliver first pick, resetting his skill. But we might be seeing Miles Raccoon getting picked up here from YEONHONG-187 against the Jeremiah Segment. And here comes the Mouse, here comes the Raccoon, the good old trio. And we have Tian Lang coming out from SHERBETA to absolutely destroy this trio and potentially a water unit like a Praha or Shizuka for the big value skill 3 to combo with Jeremiah. Or maybe he's going to pick up another LD, and I kind of like that. It's going to be a Fire Monkey King Meiho coming out from SHERBETA. Lock it in to be the main damage dealer as well, because you can't stun this unit. Oliver will have a hard time controlling this unit, and it's going to do a lot of damage in the long game. Let's take a look at Mouse being super popular in the APAC prelim as well, getting picked up almost all the time, and in Group D with a pretty decent win rate. Oh, YEONHONG last two pick will be the Kinky to deal with the Monkey and the Devarania for the big AoE provoke and slow debuff. Two very strong bruiser unit for the last pick. I like that a lot. SHERBETA actually picked up the Leona for his last pick here because there's only one defense breaker, and that's going to be the Kinky on the other side. And if you ban it, and there's going to be a Leona ban in the last pick, and Kinky is going to get banned out as well. Wow, a very strong force ban last pick coming out from SHERBETA. And that means he gets to keep the Tian Lang. It's going to be extremely strong for SHERBETA if he lands the first turn reset on the Devarania. Outspeeding the enemy Mouse without any runes on his, any wheel rune on his team. Everyone going revenge, everyone going, oh no, reset on the Devarania. SHERBETA is in a lot of trouble here because now this unit will have the opportunity to provoke the entire team, taking away the threat of the Monkey and the Panda. Two-turn provoke is going to be extremely dangerous because it can potentially block you from getting a proper turn, even if you violent proc. Big no damage on this Devarania, and YEONHONG is having all the opportunity to try and take down the enemy Jeremiah, blocking that dragon from cleansing the entire team. Devarania, if he get a violent proc, it's going to be extremely scary here. He's going to go for attack or pushback on the dragon. The Meiho one's getting a violent proc here, but can he get this Indra down with the skill 2? He's going to go into the Oliver instead, trying to defense break the Oliver because he know if he's trying to damage the Devarania, it's going to get cleansed and healed by the Raccoon anyway. And the dragon is going to go down to the reflect damage from the Devarania passive. And this Dark Indra will soon have another layer of two-turn provoke on the entire team of SHERBETA. This last pick is proving to be extremely strong against SHERBETA team. So even with the Tian Lang passive controlling the attack for a gain of YEONHONG-187 team, this Oliver Mouse Raccoon combo is still going strong because of that last pick, helping him to control the Tian Lang and the Monkey King. It is not looking good for YEONHONG, for SHERBETA at all. 2 units left on the field and they can't do the damage they need to. They're being absolutely controlled by this Dark Indra. Another layer of two-turn provoke. It's going to be very hard to do damage on this unit because of the tankiness of the passive and the Raccoon constantly cleansing the defense break away. And the Tila is going to go down as well. SHERBETA down to the Monkey. And I think we have to go to game 2 here because there's nothing that SHERBETA could do. He's being absolutely controlled by this Dark Indra. Oh my god, it is so effective controlling the Tian Lang and the Monkey King. And that is GG. We're moving on to game 2. maybe Kinky was not the right ban. Man, I love seeing new unit coming out from these players. And Devaraya is definitely one of them. He might as well change his name to Devaraya-187, okay? Because he's probably one of the only one using this unit in SWC, and he's getting great success with it. Are we seeing a Devaraya pre-ban this time coming out from SHERBETA? It will be the Oliver and the Tian Lang pre-ban. Taking away the Oliver finally, guys. The only game where we don't see Oliver getting picked up is where it's going to get pre-banned. SHERBETA first pick here. What is he going to take? Is he going to take the good old Nephthys first pick for himself and set up a great cleave position? It's going to be the Nephthys first pick for SHERBETA. So the response from YEONHONG can potentially be, oh, it's going to be Jeremiah and maybe Sekhmet. It's going to be Sekhmet potentially getting picked up by YEONHONG here for the turn 1 reset. No, it's going to be Laura this time. So SHERBETA will go for the mouse, and potentially it's going to be Mouse Rakuni coming out from SHERBETA. He's going to be going with a bruiser team instead of a clean cleave like Diligent. And the response from Young will be the Virat getting picked up by him in the mid pick, and the Changpeng for attack by pushback as well. SHERBETA is gonna pick up Zenishak in the last pick. This unit cannot lose attack bar and cannot be stunned properly as well, because he will cleanse everything on his team when he take a turn. I mean, cleanse all the stun from his team, and he can also put bomb on the enemy. A very scary last pick. And the Judo getting last pick as well. SHERBETA with all the amazing anti-control unit for his last pick here. So what will YEONHONG do in this position? Will he ban Zenisak and pick up more attack bar reduction, like potentially a Taeor, a Robo, a Gani? It's going to be a Taeor last pick for YEONHONG for some great attack bar reduction and damage here. So the ban's definitely going to be on the Zenisak, and SHERBETA will take out one of the attack bar reduction unit. That's going to be the Taeor. So can YEONHONG set up the defense buff into a lot of pushback here, or will SHERBETA mouse disrupt the combo? Here we go, guys. First one belongs to the Laura, as always. Very fast unit, big strip and defense buff and speed up for the team. But the Juno is gonna revenge, but she's gonna violate and stop the mouse from stunning his unit. Can the Juno get the strip stun on the entire enemy team here? She will not get the strip stun. She get the strip but no stun. I mean, the Changpeng is gonna push back the enemy target, and the Jamai is gonna lay a more slow debuff on the enemy team. The Dragon's gonna take their attack bar away, as well as putting freeze on the entire team. The Laura getting a sleep debuff and get an extra proc on that Nephthys. Nephthys in a lot of trouble here. Big defense break coming out from the Changpeng, and the reset from the Jamai is gonna allow the Virat to push back one more time on the enemy here, with defense back on the Mao doing some good damage as well. Laura once again with the defense buff and the strip on the enemy. So much damage on SHERBETA team. Somebody call a doctor from SHERBETA, because there's nothing he can do. So much control coming from YEONHONG-187, and GG. The cleave will be from YEONHONG.